What's up, Conroe High? I'm Anthony, and welcome to Real Talk, KTIG's very own talk show. Today we'll have three special guests here from the Pop, Print, and the DECA store. They're going to talk to us a little bit about what they do, so stay tuned for today's episode of Real Talk. Once again, today we'd like to welcome our special guest panel. Let's start with you, Kaylee.
Hi, I'm Kaylee. I'm the Vice President of DECA and a powerlifter, and I'm a junior.
All right, Kimberly.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. I'm a junior, and I'm part of the Paw Print store.
And last but not least.
I'm Miss Hinsey. I'm the marketing teacher here and the DECA advisor. I've been teaching at Conroe High and Conroe 9 for 6 years. The first 4.5 years, I was the head girls track and cross-country coach before I got into CTE and marketing department.
So now that you know who's all here, let's start out with this first question, and this is for you. How did the Paw Print store come about, and how has it grown ever since?
So last year when we started the new marketing program, the store was kind of the foundation. Dr. Smith always wanted a school store so the students could buy Conroe gear and merch at a relatively inexpensive price. And with it being, the last class for all the marketing classes, it just worked great.
So this is for you. Where are you guys currently located, just so a student can get a,
We're located in front of the auditorium during all lunches, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
In front of the auditorium, what
Yes.
items do y'all currently sell right now?
We have white and black crew necks, like the ones Coach is wearing. We have beanies, face masks, and windbreakers.
Thanks so much for sharing, guys. Next up, we'll talk about what is coming with the store right after this. Before you think of copying and pasting that quote from an educational website, before you think of using your notes to cheat on a test, before you share the answers to your friends for the up-and-coming test, just remember, it's better to fail the test rather than to have a 0 for cheating. Think more before you cheat on your work. Welcome back, guys. Now we want to shift a little and talk about what's coming up in the future for the Paw Print store. This is for you. So how will the Paw Print store continue to grow?
So it's, as the marketing department grows, we hope to get more students in there. Last year, the store was located in the cafeteria. We had a little area, but because of COVID, we had to move. So right now, we're temporarily in front of the auditorium. We've talked about getting a kiosk, kind of like what you see in the mall for up there. And then with construction on the, when the building construction happens, we'll actually have a walk-in store, like a regular walk-in store.
Are y'all recruiting students right now?
Yeah, we're recruiting students
for
for the
trying to
marketing
find a lot of students.
Yeah, so it's you have to go through some of the other previous classes. Like I said, it's there's 4 tiers, so that's the last one, and it's a 2-credit class that she's in. It's a practicum of marketing that she's in.
So,
Yeah.
it's really good. It's
It'll be really
fun,
cool.
and they're getting credits. What items will you guys have in the future?
We'll have senior shirts and just Conroe gear in general.
Are y'all printing these, or are y'all just buying them?
So we use some local vendors for right now, and they do market research with Instagram and Twitter and just word of mouth, ask students what they want. But yeah, we use a few local Conroe vendors.
What's the goal of this whole entire Paw Print store? Are y'all fundraising for the school or just for y'all's benefit?
So the main goal is to, she gets retail experience and all the students who work in there, then they can put it on their resumes. And then also just so, kids could, to kind of improve school spirit and have kids wear our, Conroe gear and have stuff to wear to games that are Conroe related.
How is working in the Paw Print store really added to your life?
I feel like it's made me more responsible, and it's helped me associate with others. I feel more comfortable with talking to people I don't know, and I just can keep the conversation going now.
You feel that, your sales experience has gone up and you're like
I
really
feel
good?
like it has because I'm more convincing now, and I know how, like, what type of stuff students like. It's just,
So, like you could easily sell stuff to people?
yeah, I guess.
Well, we can't wait to see what happens next with the paw print store. Next up, we'll talk about the DECA, and right after these daily announcements.
For Black History Month, KTIG and the Student Council would like to honor the Black activists that strive to make a change for future generations. Today, we would like to honor James Cleveland Jesse Owens, who was born September 12, 1913 in Oakville, Alabama. Jesse was an American track and field athlete and four-time gold medalist in the 1936 Olympic Games. Jesse competed in running events such as the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x1 relay, and he also competed in long jump. Unfortunately, Owens passed away on March 31, 1980 in Tucson, Arizona. The Jesse Owen Award is for outstanding track athletes. February is Career and Technical Education Month, or CTE for short. CTE is education that directly prepares students for high-wage, high-demand careers. Here at CHS, we offer 8 different CTE programs, and we will highlight them all this month with announcements on the hallway TVs and social media. Be sure to pay attention and reach out if you're interested in a specific program. Congratulations to the orchestra members who competed in the 2 UIL solo ensemble competitions that finished this past Saturday. There were 3 students who received an excellent rating of 2 and 18 students who received the top superior 1 rating. Of those who received the superior rating, 15 qualified to go to the state solo ensemble competition. This is the highest honor a soloist or ensemble member can achieve. Please congratulate the following students who qualified to go to the state solo ensemble competition: Cameron Clark, Faith Foster, Daniel Jata, James McDonald, Karis Booth, Abigail Fisk, Logan Ocampo, London McWilliams, Jose Canita, Sarah Porras, Andrea Orozco, Kang and Chan Gwyn, and Abby Gabala. The Leo Club is hosting a Change for Change drive for the Montgomery County Women's Shelter. Bring your spare change between February 10th through the 24th. The winning class will receive donuts and drinks. It's Spanish Honor Society time. The Spanish Honor Society is a program to recognize those who have high achievement in Spanish. If you have maintained an A in Spanish 3, please come by room A2026 to pick up an application. Applications are due February 10th. Love is in the air and we have big news to share. Pay attention if you care. Teachers, friends, and sweethearts too, send a flower to say I'm thinking of you. Send a bunch or just give one. Receiving flowers is so much fun. The National English Honor Society will be selling carnation grams for $3. Order your flowers and they will be distributed February 11th during second period. This week's College of the Week is Grambling State University. GSU is located in Grambling, Louisiana. It first opened in 1901 and continues its commitment to the education of minorities in America. It is a liberal arts college, however, it is best known for its world-famed Tiger Marching Band. Although GSU is an HBCU, their motto states is, the place where everybody is somebody. Grambling State University has a variety of programs that are available for all students.
So to close out today's show, we want to talk a little bit about DECA. We'll start with Kaylee, because she's part of DECA. Could you please explain to the viewers what DECA is?
DECA is a business-type club that focuses on competing and educating through business, marketing, those types of fields.
Can you tell us about your competitions?
We have written events, virtual events, and we also have role-play events. I personally competed in a written event, and it went to state. Each of those 3 events, they all contrive of different things, such as for the written events, you write a paper and you present it. For the role plays, it's more so a test and then you do on-the-spot presenting. And then for virtual events, it's a little bit more shorter and usually has like scholarship money involved. So we have the social media events. And then we had, in the beginning, we had the stock market game, which was another virtual event we did. all of them are their own certain things, and they're good and they're very educational for everyone.
So you mentioned scholarship opportunities. I'm pretty sure students would want to join DECA. How would they join DECA if they wanted to?
So if they wanted to join DECA, they can come to any of the meetings. They're open to anybody. There is a $35 fee because we do travel.
Yeah.
So for the competitions, before COVID hit, so for state last year, there were 10 students that made it to state, and we went to Fort Worth for the weekend. And we had 4 students qualify for nationals last year, and we were supposed to go to Nashville for a week. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because it was supposed to take place in April. This year, state, everything's been virtual for our district, and it will be for state. State this year was supposed to be in Dallas, and nationals was supposed to take place in California, which she mentioned the stock market game. We had 1 student already qualify for nationals from the stock market game, so that's really cool. Next year, nationals is in Orlando, so we're crossing our fingers, hoping that we'll be able to travel next year. But this is just the second year of DECA, and we've already had a lot of success. So, and then not just the competitions. Like if you don't want to compete, that's fine. We get it. Some of our students are really busy, but we bring in industry leaders to talk to them about how they use marketing and finance and hospitality and tourism stuff.
All right. Ms. Hinsey, I'm pretty sure students are curious about the paw print. So how are students going to join paw print?
So yes, so the paw print, you can join if you want to sign up. Usually it's a juniors and seniors in that class. It's the practicum of marketing class. Now that we're be on year 3 next week's course selection, we have 5 different marketing classes you can take leading up to it. So there's principles of business and marketing, there's sports and entertainment marketing, and there's actually going to be like that second tier class to that sports and entertainment marketing too. An advertising class, which will work with the paw print. They'll kind of take over the social media aspects of that next year. And we also have virtual business, which a lot of those classes do tie into DECA because some of the virtual business classes, they do the virtual competitions. And then the paw print store also is a DECA competition in itself. Last year, the store, like the kids who did it, they wrote different parts of a paper, all of them together, and we got gold standard for that. So that's 2 of the 4 students that were supposed to go to nationals last year. We have applied for gold standard again, which I'm sure we'll get, just because even though we're in a different location, they've done a great job of selling, and we've been featured in some of the DECA magazines for being able to continue working and having our retail business even during coronavirus.
You have a bunch of departments. You're like really successful with this whole entire DECA thing.
Thank you.
It is striving.
It's
I'm
the
pretty
kids
sure.
though that are
It's the
successful.
kids.
It's the kids.
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of kids who want to join, and they're being persuaded by this real talk right now. So, what would you, say to someone to persuade them to want to join?
I took practicum in marketing last year, and it was a fun class. I learned about sports, about marketing, and literally anything that you could need for the class. And it's fun. You get to talk to new people. You get to meet people. You get to persuade them to buy your stuff for good prices. It's just fun in general.
As for you, if you had like friends or acquaintances who wanted to join, what would you tell them, to join?
I think if someone came to me and asked if they wanted to join DECA, I would definitely try to, first of all, get them to join, and I would let them know about the scholarship opportunities that are available, as well as the education aspect. And we also bring in public speakers, so we have Zoom meetings with them, and they come in and they'll talk about their line of work. So the last Zoom meeting we had, he was talking about marketing and his thoughts on that. And I feel like if you want to go into business, or even if you're an entrepreneur and you want to have your own business and you don't necessarily want to go to college for business, I feel like the class, even in that sense, or the club, even in that sense, is something that could be very educational for future entrepreneurs or anyone who wants to own or is interested in business to go ahead and do.
Well, I blew it since I'm a senior and I didn't join these classes. I wish I would have known. Well, that's all the time we have for Real Talk. Guys, thank you so much for coming on today. Thank you for being with us, talking about the paw print store, DECA. Viewers, thanks so much for tuning in and watching and making sure y'all visit the paw print store at all lunches when you have a chance and you get your CHS merchandise. And don't forget CHS, be the reason someone smiles today.